Thanks to the supporters and channel member Harvey2478. It's been brought to my attention that on yesterday's stadium tour, I may not have shown you the stadium. I would like it on record that it's not my fault. Blame Nerdphonic, because you lot all asked him, you all demanded that we do 60 frames per second, 1080p. Let's make the videos look better. So he set OBS up to make it look better. Only apparently it now uses something called game capture rather than display capture. So when I thought I was showing you my screen, I wasn't. I have figured out how to fix it, but it needs to be on record that it's a combination of your fault and his fault. But I will show you the stadium now, just so you can believe me about the tyres. There's tyres there. If we come up this way, there was more tyres on this corner, I think. That was the guy selling the mobile phones. There's another pile of tyres. The stadium, by the way, is over here. But near it, there was also more tyres. Where's the third pile of tyres? I remember distinctly I wasn't losing my mind. Yeah, stadium stood... Is that guy having a wee? Didn't notice him yesterday. And then somewhere in here, I think. Yeah, there you go. More tyres. They love tyres. But we don't need to worry about playing them today, at least not at their place, because we face them at home. What we are going to be doing is heading to Medeama in Tarkwa, which is in Ghana. So we'll hang out there in a moment. First, letting you know what's been going on. As you can see, league form has been a little bit iffy, although we are still top of the league with 3 games in hand, so not too bad. The reason it was so iffy, though, is because despite having this month where we have a month off, immediately after the month off, the African Cup of Nations starts, and we had 6 players called up to the South Africa squad. So, like this game against Kaiser Chiefs, we had to play that without Mbambo, without Deluli, without Rebello, without Clothy. Basically, half the squad, half the starting 11 missed another month because they went off to play in that. I don't even know if they won it. Hold on, let's have a look. Did South Africa win it? Let's have a look at their fixtures. To be fair, they did go away and win it. Did they have any of my boys playing in the final? Actually, this is the first time I've checked. See, this is a preview of the Champions League final. South Africa versus Egypt. It's going to be a South African team against an Egyptian team. Is that my unlove? No, that's a different unlove. Oh, do I now? Oh, there we go. We do make it back eventually. I don't think any of my boys actually played. I mean, that's not ideal. They're all sat down on the bench. Where are they all? Did Mbambo not even get on the bench? I thought we had some of the best players in the league. Apparently not. But we do now have a bunch of players who presumably have a lovely medal. There you go. We're breeding winners. Why does he not have a winner's medal for that? He was away with them. Do they have to play in the match to get the medal? So he got the African Championship of Nations Best Young Player, but not a winner's medal. South Africa B? Tell me they weren't all off playing for the B team. Well, anyway, that was a silly period. We have had a transfer window, but we still have no money, so nobody came in or went out. So we are still as we were, and now we get back to focusing in on the Champions League again. So similar situation to before. We played the 3 matches, all clumped together. So I'm going to show you the first and the third. If we go to Medeama and win, we're through anyway because of that strong start that we had. But I do also want to show you the game away against Tunis because I think that's important when it comes to measuring just how good we actually are. So, I mean, that means you're going to see 3 stadiums in one episode if I can actually get it done right. Let's head to the Tarkwa and see Assembly Park. It's only a 4,000 capacity. Right, I can't actually find the stadium, but I can find the football club. So I'm guessing they play in the TNA stadium. I've also noticed they have a Football Manager channel just next door as well. If we have a look at this from the air, I mean, it doesn't look a lot like a football stadium, does it? It's not the best aerial photo I've ever seen. But I'm not seeing a football stadium. I mean, we'll drop down there. Oh, okay, to be fair, there's a football pitch. I guess that's where I'm watching from. This is, I suspect, not a Champions League quality stadium. There's the terrace there, though. I don't know that you fit 4,000 people in this, and I can't help but think this is not the actual stadium. But I can't see a stadium anywhere on this map. So we're going to assume that is where we're playing. And this is the team that will be playing there. It's Rebello in goal, a back four of Asante, Lululi, Makubo and Gwenya. Sangari at the base of the midfield, Zimela and Nkosi ahead of him, and Bambo on the left, Unlove on the right, Makanya up front. We have been able to register most of our new signings into the squad now. So Asante is in. We've been able to get Kamalo in. The one player we've not been able to register is Utara, because annoyingly, he's cup tied. He played one game in the Champions League for Mimosas in Ivory Coast before coming to us. And that means he's cup tied all season, unlike how it is in the European Champions League. No registering him in. So he's going to be unavailable in the Champions League all the way through. But everyone else new is in. Let's get the team submitted. This is the first time for a couple of these boys getting their run out, no longer having to rely on Radaby anymore in the Champions League is nice. And did I just notice, it looked like the little hill that we saw from the other view was actually there. This is like I don't know that I've ever seen this stadium graphic before. In all my years playing FM, and it feels like it's been 7 or 8 playing FM 24. I don't think I've ever seen this. We've found something new in foot. This is like playing FM 25. We've found something new. I mean, it's the same generic stadium that's just been plonked on it looks like dead grass hill. And I think we've got some sea in the background. The car park's just as empty as usual. And these houses look weirdly out of place, but I don't think I've ever seen this stadium before. Or this background to a stadium before, and I'm delighted by it. There is a football match going on at the same time. So this is where I've kept display capture on, and you've not seen any of the stadium in the match engine. I mean, the more I look around because it's new, the more I have to agree with some of the things some of you say about the stadiums in Football Manager. It's never really been an issue for me because I don't spend a lot of time looking at them, or at least focusing on them, but the windows just stop. It's like something out of the 90s, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's make it so we can't see that anymore, because it is depressing seeing just how bad some of the graphics the game doesn't expect us to look at actually are. It's still 0-0, by the way. This is it's a game we'd very much like to win because it completely takes the pressure off for the rest of the group stage. And then I think not only would this lead to us qualifying if we win today, I think it will secure first place as well, which I haven't checked, but presumably the knockout rounds are seeded. I don't know how many knockout rounds there are, but we would like an easier route through to the final if possible. Although, you know what, we can beat anybody. If Cape Town Spurs can be top of their group, we can win the whole tournament. Tunis are now establishing themselves into that second place position. And we need to keep an eye on Al Ali off of Egypt, because I'm expecting them to be the team that we ultimately have to have a showdown with at some point, whether it is as far in the future as the final or whether we end up having to meet them a little bit sooner. I suspect Al Ali are in our future. There's another ES team. Are the ES teams all from Tunisia? Is that another Tunisian team? Because Tunisia is the second best league in Africa, according to the competition reputation. I think we're third or fourth. I think we may have swapped places with Morocco. I think we're the other one who were there or thereabouts, but we've already comfortably beaten a Moroccan team this year. So I think we should probably be okay. I don't know where Pyramids are from. And then you got Al Ali and Al Ittihad Tripoli. I feel like I should know where Tripoli is. Where is Tripoli? And there's Princess Ante at the far post. We've got left backs who can nod in free kicks now. What a time to be alive. We've just got a big squad full of big, strong boys. And this is good work from two of them combining. The cross comes in from Mbambo on the left-hand side. Apparently a South Africa B player. But he's going to be an instrumental player, not only in us winning the league, but in us winning the Champions League this season, because I've decided we're going to do it. Oh, that's a nice noise. Oh, I'm glad that's happening. It stopped. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, we have a corner. Asante whips it in. Daluli's there. There is your second. He was away with South Africa as well. I don't know if he's... fantastic. I don't know if he's made his debut. Can we click on him and see? He hasn't. So that might be why he's not got a winner's medal. He was definitely away at the competition. We couldn't use him for a month, but I guess my boys are good enough to be ripped out of the squad, but not good enough to actually play for the South Africa team that did go on and win the entire tournament. I'm going to have to shut my window, aren't I? There we go. Hopefully good old double glazing will do its thing. I'm going to melt, but at least you won't have to. I mean, if it turns out you couldn't hear anything, then I guess I'll find out, and I can leave it open another day. But even with the window shut, it's still quite loud. Someone's out there doing some kind of drilling or cutting. I mean, it's Tuesday morning. Who's drilling and cutting on a Tuesday morning? Go and get a job. Goodness me. Go get a job. I'm trying to play my computer games in peace. Goodness me. Right. We're just shuffling everything around a little bit here. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that. And hopefully just seeing this one out, which would be jolly nice. Tunis have beaten or are beating Shooting Stars. So I don't think we've officially won the group yet, although one more point and we will. We should now have qualified, and now we'll go off and play Tunis in the final stage. Right, so it goes through to a quarterfinal. We obviously don't know who we're going to be playing in said quarterfinal yet, but I will meet you for the Tunis match. Well, that looks a bit more like it in Tunisia. Goodness me, this is quite the sporting complex. We've got an athletic stadium, various other pitches off the side of it. I think this is all parking. It is all parking. This is a fancy stadium. Let's pop our little man down in the middle of it. I mean, look at it. This is snazzy. It's like the road that leads you up to Disneyland. Can we get inside? That's where I was aiming before. I want to have a look inside it. Let's get down here. And, I mean, you can't really see the pitch from this angle, can you? She is not amused that that camera's pointing at her. How tall is the guy holding this camera, by the way? No wonder they're all looking at it so weirdly. He's got it on one of those massive sticks. This is a 360 camera. How did he get this stick into the stadium? Look how... I mean, he's holding it above his head on a massive stick. She is not impressed. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, whoa, what's happening? So many people. He's furious about it. But yeah, there's the stadium. It's a very nice stadium. But the locals did not seem to appreciate this weird guy walking in here with a massive camera on a stick. Which I think is probably fair enough. It is a 66,000 capacity stadium though, and this is a big side. They've previously won the Champions League 4 times, most recently in 2019, 35 times winners of the Tunisian League as well. They are a much bigger team than us, and we need to be on our best behaviour. We need to be on top form. We've both already qualified, so really this is an exercise in seeing how good we are. And if we can go to a big team, I mean, this is the biggest fixture we've had yet in continental competition, away from home against a traditionally really big team. If we can go there and win, we have a real chance of going on and winning the whole thing. And this is the team we're sending. It's Rebello in goal, a back four of Radabi, Daluli, Makubo and Gwenya. Sangare at the base of the midfield. Kanani and Malafane ahead of him. Chalk on the left, Unlove on the right. Kamalo up front. We don't need to go fully full strength. We're getting Chalk in there because he is forcing his way. And if you wonder where Hot Clothy is this episode, by the way, he's broken his ribs. So he's unavailable for the time being. So we're rotating a smidgen, but I imagine so are they. Let's see how we measure up. There's not many people have turned up, have they? 30. I mean, to be fair, 37,000 is still more than double our record attendance. But in a 66,000 capacity stadium, it just doesn't feel as impressive, does it? I feel like I'm very far from the action as well. I quite liked being in the in the little stadium we were in before. We can't even see the outside of this one. It's all very sad. And they very nearly grabbed an early goal, which would have also made me pretty sad. I mean, there's no fear of them catching us. We've already won our group. And I think we've already won our group to the point where nobody else will have as many points as us. Even if we lose here, we end on 15. I guess ES Sahel could potentially go beyond us. If they win, they could get to 16 if we lose. But I think we're going to end up the best team in the group stage in what has ended up being, I mean, it's been quite a challenging group. I mean, Tunis have their 4 times former winners, both Shooting Stars and Medeama, didn't just roll over and let us ruin them. They were certainly in the away games. They were difficult matches. There's no easy games away from home in the Champions League, and we are not having a very nice time here today. We've had the tiniest smidgen of a chance. One shot wasn't worthy of a highlight, 0.01 XG. I don't even know what you have to do to get 0.01 XG. What was that? A goal kick? I don't understand. But Rebello is going to get some more XG here because he's going to do another goal kick. Shoot! No, he rolls it out. He doesn't want the extra XG. And it is Daluli, almost a South African international, but not quite now. I still think it's harsh that they don't have their medals, and Sangare plays it forward to Unlove, who's just signed a new contract to remove his release clause. So he's going to be here for all. That's lovely work from Chalk. That's why we've got him in the team. And there is Vusi Chalk, who has absolutely no reason to be anywhere near the team. Certainly shouldn't be starting in a big Champions League away game. But whenever we use him, he's one of those players who's just... He does better in the match engine than anything about him suggests he should be able to do. His star ratings are bobbins. I think it's just we've seen this situation before. He's got good physicals. And sometimes that's all you need in Football Manager. And when I say sometimes, I mean all the time. All you need in Football Manager is good physicals. He has that. He's quick. He's strong. And because of that, he massively outperforms his actual level of ability in the match engine. Things they could balance for FM26. Maybe make it so technical ability is more important than physical ability. I mean, there's a reason why in all my years playing FM, I've never been able to get a good game out of Messi, because he just doesn't have that physicality that you need to ruin the match engine. And that's a good save from Rebello. Right, come on, boys. Hold on. We've had one shot on target. We're into the final half hour. This will be another very, very good result if we can hold on to this one. I'm getting more and more confident in this Champions League run as time goes on. But Tunis don't seem to be done yet. I mean, they're already qualified. They don't need to worry too much. I think they're just saving face here. They don't want the upstarts who've never played in the competition before to come here, not only top the group, but beat them. But upstart's going to upstart, and Rebello with another very, very good save. Again, how's that guy not starting for South Africa? He's the best goalkeeper for the best club in South Africa. Unless there's another South African goalkeeper who's off plying his trade in Europe, there's no logic behind it. Rebello should be South Africa's starting keeper. And I know I can't moan too much because they've just won the Continental Cup, but my boys should have been part of that. Make me South Africa manager and I'll win it with different players. There's quite the player pool here in South Africa, it seems. Although we're not in South Africa today. We're in Tunisia today and their fancy Disneyland stadium. Right, let's make some substitutions. Unlove comes off. We're going to bring on Mbambo on the right-hand side. Kamalo's going to come off for big Kurt Villakazi. And then we're going to continue turning Bafana Phillips into a midfielder, because I think we've all seen him miss enough chances at this point to know that his future is in midfield. So I am training him to play there. I am bringing him on in midfield every opportunity I can get. He is going to become a midfield player, and I'm sure quite a good one in that centre mid attack role. I think he does it quite well. And once he's fully natural at doing it, I think he's probably going to end up our starter in that position, because he's got that huge potential. He just doesn't have any composure in front of goal. So, I mean, it's not ideal as a centre mid either. Certainly one on attack, because normally you'd expect quite a lot of goals from them. But maybe he'll be better bursting through from deep. And here is Kurt Villakazi. Talk about overperforming your star rating and your supposed ability level. He's now up to 3.5 stars, by the way, even though he only had 2.5 star potential. Every couple of months we get a note through saying how much he's improved as a player because of his exposure to first team football. But he's another just physical beast. He's 6'28". He's like big, strong, just quick for someone his size. And he breaks the match engine. It's beautiful. I love breaking the match engine. Right, we're going to move Mbambo over to that side. Chalk is going to come off. And I don't know why the game wants me to bring Asante on the right wing. That seems like an odd one. There you go. Just make last couple of changes and see this one out. Tunis still go through, but I think we have proven we are the best team in Africa. We're ready for whatever the knockout rounds can throw at us. I think it goes quarterfinal, semi-final, final. So we'll have the quarterfinal on Thursday's episode. Remember, no Pentagon tomorrow. We still get 5 episodes a week, just not Monday to Friday anymore. So we've got something a little bit different lined up for tomorrow. Pentagon will be back on Thursday, and depending on who we draw, we might do quarterfinal and semi-final in one episode and set ourselves up for a Friday afternoon live Champions League final, which might be fun. We'll see. Probably shouldn't tap the table. All the noise we've had during this episode. Don't sit here tapping your desk, Kev. Goodness me. But there you go. We have secured the victory. Do we get the draw for the next round fairly soon? Or is that going to be a little bit of a surprise? Let's just tickle him and thump him. And when's our... All right. When's our next match? 5 days. So let's rest the players. I'm just going to hit 1 continue to see if we get a draw or at least a clue when the draw is going to happen. But it doesn't look like... I want to see it on here. There's no sign of the draw. The draw usually shows up on there, doesn't it? Does it? Unless there is no draw. Do we just know who we're playing? No. The draw is... Oh, it's not until the 11th. It'll be a surprise in the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much to these wonderful modern day heroes. And thank you very much for watching.